This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, and it reads, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Karkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered the four corners of the earth, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this recent news article. This is from the heraldonline.com. And this was published by Jennifer Jacobs, Annie Marie Herdron, Courtney McBride from the Bloomington News, updated September 22nd, 2023 at 6:07 p.m. And it reads, it says U.S. dropped resistance to send Ukraine long-range missiles. Right, while you have the Russia-Ukraine situations still continue to increase between both of those nations over there in that region. And it says the Biden administration has agreed to provide the Ukraine with a limited number of long-range ATACMS missiles following a request from President Vladimir Zelensky. People familiar with the matter said, and I believe President Vladimir Zelensky visit the either Washington D.C. or New York. Met once again with President Joe Biden. I would say like a couple of days ago. To that exact, if I'm correct. But continuing on, it says President Joe Biden reversed his initially reclined it to provide the missiles which Zelensky has repeatedly, and I believe it was in the additional 2.5 or 4 million in 2.5 billion or 4 billion in military aid assistance is going to be sent once again to Ukraine as well too. But continuing on, it says President Joe Biden reversed his initial requirement to provide the missiles which Zelensky has repeatedly pressed for, so his army can hit targets deeper in Russian-held territory. The Biden informed Zelensky of the decision Thursday, with the Ukrainian leader was visiting Washington to make his case for more support, one of the people said. The White House, Pentagon, and State Department declined to comment at a briefing Thursday. National Security Advisor Jake Silverman said Biden to date has determined that he will not provide ATACMS, but he has also not taken off the table in the future. It says NBC News reported Friday the U.S. decision earlier Friday. Asked about the issue Friday, Zelensky said only that he's confident that the U.S. is ultimately will send most of the weapons his government is seeking. A day early, he said he's optimistic the U.S. will provide a long-range missile, but didn't indicate when. We don't have another way out, he says. The U.S. lawmaker has been calling for months for Biden to send the ATACMS to Ukraine. There are several versions of the missiles, including both cluster munitions and regular warheads in range between 165 km to 100 miles and 300 km 190 miles. Senator Foreign Relations Committee ranking Republican Jane Risk said in a statement to the Bloomberg that the ATACMS has been on the list of weapons that could make a decisive difference as Ukraine fights. At any further delay by the administration will be shameful. Go back to that Matthews 24:6. Bring out that scripture, Danny. Then I'm gonna close out. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. While we see the Russia-Ukraine situation continue to heat up now, so more than ever. And Matthew 24:6, I'm going to read it again for edification of the sit-down lesson. Matthew 24:6, and it reads, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." Right, that's what we're hearing. Increasing of wars and rumors of wars are escalations and tensions of armies of nations rashing up against one another. And that's a prime example with the Russia-Ukraine situation of the two nations of armies rising up against one another as tensions are continuing to increase. Now, President Joe Biden made the decision, dropped the resistance, and went on ahead to has agreed to send more long-range missiles to assist Ukraine, right along with the additional 2.5 to 4 million reportedly. 2.5 to 4 billion in military aid assistance being requested once again as well too. Read it again, 24 verse 6 of the book of Matthews. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet." So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from HeraldOnline.com as of September the 22nd, 2023. And it reads again, Salakia. As it reads again, the U.S. dropped resistance to send Ukraine long-range missiles. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKarkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerity. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.